What's up, Fisherman Fanatics? So, quick rundown. We just got back from the auction a little bit ago, and thanks to my awesome honey, we have everything situated and settled in. So, aside from some of the plants we picked up, but yeah, let's take a little quick tour here. So, let's see if I can find them. This will be the fun part. We did manage to get some new shrimp, although I don't know if I'll be able to find them or not. But we have some carbon shrimp now, and I don't know where they are. They're in here somewhere. There's lots of places for them to hide. There's only a couple of them. But we took the beta out of here, and it went upstairs because it's new home. And there are now supposed to be carbons in here somewhere. So I'll have to find them later. I don't know where they are. It's always interesting to see when things disappear. Or after you first get them especially. It's a good time. But yeah, they're in there somewhere. So, let's see. Oh, let's go over here. We moved the eggs from the other night into here, or last night I should say, into here, which would be the other night when you view this. There's a bunch of them in there, some clusters. So we're gonna wait and see how that goes. And then in here, we picked up some more Celestial Pearl Danios, or Margarita Stanios, Margarita Stanios as they call them now. We also moved a lot of the plants out of the other tank, and they're all just kind of in here now. So we're gonna have to figure this out. But there was some problems with moving some stuff around and some heaters breaking. So yeah, that's kind of what happened, or how it ended up. But this is all gonna get sorted out. But there's actually 5 or 6 of the Celestial Pearl Danios in here, and usually they're swimming around the back here, but I don't see any at the moment. Every time I pop up, he takes off and hides back into the cover, which is fine. That's what they're supposed to do, technically. But they're in here, because I've seen them. I just have to continue to look for them. And I'd get in there and kind of muck around. There's one. I kind of get in there and muck around, but I don't want to stir up too much, because these guys have been stressed out enough coming out of the auction. So I don't want to get too into it and start moving stuff around and stirring them up even more and stressing them out even more, because it wouldn't be good for them and it wouldn't be fun. But I can assure you they are in here. So the convict fry got moved out of here and he got put into another tank. The Orchid Inler trio that I had in here got moved out and they got put into the 55. They just joined their brethren. And then we had picked up some black Moscow guppies, which you can see. Super gorgeous tails. Wonderful coloring on them too. So we picked them up. We're gonna go with some guppies again, see how it goes. We're having really good luck with the Inlers, so it should be good. And there's plenty of algae in this tank for them for a fry to graze on and what have you. It doesn't look like there's necessarily any of the females carrying at the moment, but there are some fry in here that came with the trios that we bought. We bought 2 bags of them. So you can see there's a bunch of fry down here. There's a bunch of fry in the bags, and we got those too, but I want to say we got 2 trios of them. So we got those guys. And I'm just kind of popping around. Instead of standing up and looking over there, I'm just going to slowly creep over. You can see it's swimming away. But there's one of the Celestial Pearls. There's, I think, 5 or 6 of them. So let me go through my head and check and see. Yeah, we need to put some more water in this tank. But those sorts are doing good. We've had them. Oh, because of all that, all of the convict fry are now in the 16 over here. So they're all together. And there's quite a few of them. which is fine by me. It's okay. But they got moved over there. And if you've been watching the channel, you'll know that we move things around quite a bit. Normally during auctions and swaps and what have you is when we fill back up. We see what we have empty. Like we have one here we can use. We have one here we can use. And yeah, so we're gonna get some more heaters too, because this was in the middle of the water change when the heater busted. It literally just shattered. So this tank's gonna get completely cleaned out, which is what we were doing, because we gutted it a while ago and hadn't cleaned it out. We were gonna clean it out real quick and get it going again, but heater broke, so no point in that. But this is my happy place right now, and of course you're gonna be back there. I really wish you'd come out and play. We got a flower horn, and he's back behind the filter in the rock over there. Wish you would come out and see. He's probably super stressed out. He's been in a couple tanks. Every time she'd get him set up to go, something would happen and she'd have to move him again. So, oh, the joys. It's a good thing you learn how to improvise. But he's back there somewhere. He's back behind the rock right now, which is kind of a bummer. He was out a little bit ago. He's super stressed, like I said, though, so I'm not surprised he's hiding right now. He'll probably come out later, and I'll have other videos on these guys, too. Just an update to show you what they look like after they've settled in, because they've only been in the tanks for an hour or two at this point, so they're still just kind of stressed out and trying to, de-stress and relax. And if you've been doing this at all for a while, you know how fish can be. Oh, he's peeking. There he is. You know how fish can be. They get super sensitive when they're stressed out. They hide. They don't want to be around anybody or anything, and they just kind of do their own thing. Want to be left alone. But we spent quite a bit at the auction, although we made quite a bit. So at the end of the day, essentially we broke even, which is the goal for us usually. Make a little bit of pocket change and use that towards getting different fish and better quality fish, and on top of that, using it to pay for the hobby, which is what we did. All the green lasers sold really well, and the endlers we had sold for a good price, and a lot of the other fish did okay. The shrimp did really well, which was expected. So we had a little bit of pocket change to play with, and we did. That's why we got the flower horn. We also picked up another koi angel since we lost one, and we got a really big clown loach. And I only say really big because he's bigger than the guy we got now, so I had to pay up for him. But he was all of probably almost 5 to 6 inches already. Maybe 4 to 5. But he was looking awesome. And he's already in the tank. But somewhere in here, in this mess, I promise you, there are carbon shrimp. I just really wish I could find them. There was only, I want to say there was like 10 of them. I am not positive on that number. And because they're black, if they were on the sponge filter, I would not see them. So, that's not cool. But I assure you, they're in here somewhere. I just wish I knew where. Anyways, but that's really about it. I mean, it is what it is. You can see one of our algae tanks, or super algae tanks, I should say. This is where we have one of the convicts, the female that we separated out, which the trio did a pretty decent amount too. I wasn't expecting to get as much as we did for them, so I was pleasantly surprised. I was happy to see that they were going to a good home. Anytime people are willing to pay up for convicts, it means they want them and they're going to take care of them, and that's nice, as always. So to see the fish go to a good home where they're going to be appreciated and taken care of is awesome. So, I just wish I knew. I really wish I knew where those carbons went. But yeah, we got some new shrimp. And like I said, we got clown loach, and then we got the super veil, koi angel. We got 5 or 6 more CPDs, which they're currently separated from everybody else. and we're going to make sure that they stay quarantined longer this time because we do want to start breeding the CPDs as well. They're relatively easy to breed, and we've already raised a couple, so we know we've already technically bred them before. But because of the issues that we had and the tank crashed, they must have had a bug or something when they came in. When we got them, it didn't bode so well, and we lost most of them. But on the bright side of that, we did manage to get a couple fry out of it. So we have 2 that are full grown now, and we'd like to start breeding them again. So we're going to make sure to keep these guys in quarantine long enough to know that they're good to go, and then we'll probably throw the other 2 in there. And I'm shaking a little bit, sorry, I'm tired. It's a really long day and didn't get a whole lot of sleep, but we're looking at, like I said, about 6 of them. We're looking to breed them. I already know how to do it, we've already done it, so we're going to get back into them. Hopefully this batch will hold on pretty good for us, hold on well, and we'll get those going again. And like I said, my little jewel that I found there, I missed the first one. I was out grabbing something to drink and they only had 2 of them. I missed the first one, but this one's like a teal. I'll have to look it up to see exactly what type it is. I'm not positive, but it's all teal and looks really cool. I expect it to color up even more once it's unstressed or de-stressed. So he's just kind of hiding back behind the rock right now. Flower horns tend to have a lot of personality. They tend to be very social and interactive, and that's one of the things that I love about them. This literally will be one of those fish that just stays by itself and lives out its days. There's not going to be any attempted breeding with them for now. It may happen in the future, but for right now it's not going to. And I just, like I said, I think they're really cool. I've always loved that they have a personality. They're pretty expensive, so we haven't really wanted to get any at this point, but after getting the discus, and then like I said, we made quite a bit of money today. I'm not gonna lie, did a lot better than I was expecting. So 20 bags, we averaged close to $10 a bag. I'll just say that much. So there's a percentage you pay to the auction house, and then you get what's left over in a check in the mail. But we essentially broke even for what we spent as to what we made, and that allowed us to get the clown loach, which was 4 to 5 inches easily, which is not cheap. If you know what clown loaches are and how much they run, he was like close to $30. The flower horns usually run around 30. So I mean, just in 2 fish, we spent almost $50. And we ended up getting 15 bags total. So just give you an idea, we paid up for some stuff, and we got some things that we've wanted for a while. Jess has been wanting to get back into guppies, and I'm okay with that since the antlers have been doing pretty well. We decided to give them another go. So we got the black Moscows, and these guys are beautiful. I mean, I personally think that the coloring on them is amazing. I really do. They got a sheen of blue to them that's just really, really nifty to me. I like that. And I understand that everybody will, but I think that's just awesome looking. It almost makes them look like they're neon. The males are gorgeous. They have just, I mean, really good fins and tails. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is how you continue to be in the hobby. You breed stuff, you sell it. We brought a bunch of plants, made probably like 25 or 30 bucks off of plants. So yeah, I mean, that's what you do. You bring in stuff that you grow, and once it's all gravy, you sell it. And then once you sell it, you turn around and you spend that money on more fish. That's the whole purpose of doing what we do. So we got our discus, got a flower horn, which I've talked about way back when I wanted to get one. I'm talking about it for a little while. I haven't brought it up, but we had the chance today.
He's just a little guy. He's only a couple inches, but pretty soon he'll have the big hump on his head, and he'll look pretty cool. I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like I said, Flowerhorns tend to have just a ton of personality, and it makes me super happy. And I finally get one of like the super hyper aggressive fish, so to speak, that I've been wanting. So, yay! But anyways, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, as always, drop in the box below. If you haven't already, do us a huge favor. Hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And as always, happy fish keeping.